jar, as it is known to mortals. I can't think with this Tom and Jerry music happening, so I'm going to turn it off. And I think I'm just going to jump right on in. So, today, what we're going to be doing tonight is going over some of the new stuff from Summer Namm 2021. A whole bunch of stuff got released. I did basically no research. I just looked at one article that listed a whole bunch of stuff from Gibson, Fender, and all their subsidiaries, which, what more do you really need, I guess? So, we're gonna look at some interesting things from a few companies, and I'm gonna give my thoughts. This is definitely not everything that has come out at Namm show. We'd be here all week. This is just things that appealed to me, and we're going to go through them. Won't that be fun? So what we have here to start off with is this new Boss guitar. That's right, you heard me correctly. It's a guitar from famed electronics company Boss. Typically they're more known for making pedals and certain amps under the name of Boss. They don't typically do guitars, but this is a special one. This is not an electric guitar. It's an electronic guitar, which is different. Somehow. A bold new voice for sound innovators. Every guitarist is on a highly personal tone journey, continually honing their skills and searching for the perfect gear combination to unleash their full potential. The Eurus concept presents a bold new creative path for adventurous sonic explorers, expanding the traditional guitar experience with powerful and expressive Boss technologies. Born from this breakthrough approach, the Eurus GS1 infuses a premium instrument with advanced guitar synthesis techniques. Refined over more than 4 decades, deep, inspiring, and infinitely playable, the Eurus GS1 will take your musical vision where it's never gone before. And this is the introduction movie. We're not going to watch this because I'm worried about copyright music, and also I don't want to watch a video. I just got done watching videos, but this is what it looks like. I'm sure there's more pictures down below. Let's see what we got. Cutting-edge Boss electronic guitar crafted in Japan for bold sound innovators. Seamlessly switch between synthesizer and regular guitar sounds. 6 onboard memories for storing different synth sounds. Premium playability with 24 fret neck. Ooh. Compound radius rosewood fingerboard. Ooh. An offset double cutaway body design. 2 custom designed pickups and 5-way selector switch. Goto 2-point tremolo bridge and locking machine heads. I wonder how much all this costs. I'm sure, I hope we'll see a price. Unless they're not even giving us the price this early on. I mean, this just got announced. I think this is brand new. Independent quarter-inch outputs for synth and regular guitar sounds. Deep editing of synth sounds via dedicated app for iOS and Android devices. Create apps. Onboard Bluetooth for connecting with editor app. An optional EV1WL wireless MIDI expression pedal. Ooh. USB for system updates via Mac or Windows computer. Ah, shit. In between updates to my refrigerator and microwave and doorbell, I need to update my electronic guitar as well. I love the Internet of Things. Synth engine runs on 4 AA batteries for optional PSA series adapter. That's interesting. four AA's instead of like the typical 9 volt. You typically see active electronics and guitars running on 9 volt. Four AA batteries makes it reminds me of like a toy. Like AA batteries are for toys and Xbox controllers and whatnot. High quality CBEG10 gig bag included. That means nothing to me. A premium guitar with unlimited expressive power. Do we have more pictures? No? Electrifying sound and eel. Ooh, explore a universe of custom sounds via Bluetooth. Yo, I'm gonna upload my custom synth sounds like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater map. It's gonna be awesome. This is the expression pedal. The optional expression pedal. It's optional, so how much you wanna bet you pay for just this? I'd say probably like, I don't know, 150? 200? I'd be shocked if it's less than that. Professional details and playability. I like the 24 fret neck, full 2 octaves. Product gallery. I like gallery. Awesome. Boss. Yes, those are the locking tuners. Those look very nice. I like this, the way the steel looks. I assume it's steel. Might not be. I don't know. Use Boss PSA adapter only. Do not plug your switch adapter into this. It certainly is pretty. I'll give him that. Ooh, on the back that looks a right mess. It's just cavities upon cavities. It's kind of scary. I don't like how the back of the neck looks. That looks very cheap to me. It looks like it's not finished. Like a Squire or something, you know? Oh, so that's the gig bag that comes with it. That's a really nice looking gig bag. That's a gig bag well worth the money. What we got? Specs, accessories. Oh, 9 to 42 strings. Radius, it said compound radius, 12 to 16. Okay. Medium jumbo frets, but not. Okay. 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 Options. Sold separately. AC adapter. So you buy the adapter separately. Okay. Where to buy? Roland stores. I didn't even know Roland had the stores. And yeah. Support, that's nothing. Fantastic. Price of the Urus GS1 Boss. Don't see anything for price. So, I guess it's free. Oh, I didn't even notice people were talking in chat. Let me see. Mm-hmm. What a horrid thing to say. I'm so glad I don't have a chat box on this scene in OBS so nobody else can see what you're saying in the VOD. Okay, let's move on to the next order of business. Gibson.com. Don't look at that. We haven't gotten to that yet. Electric basses. So this was just announced. Non-reverse Thunderbird. Ooh, ah. So very pretty in Inverness green. I think it looks really nice. I have no problems with the way that any of these look. All the colors look quite nice. Sparkling burgundy. I feel that this is one of those colors where it's like, it doesn't look like much in the pictures, but you see it up close. That's a wowza right there. That's gonna be a real star. But so $17.99 is our price point for these. So how much does that compare to the other bases? Oh Jesus. Oh Christ. Oh, Gibsons are so expensive. 1,500 for an SG. Thunderbird bases are ridiculous money. $2,300. 23. Yes, 2,300 and $9.99 for the double cut base. And so this, compared to this, is a bit of a deal, and you may be wondering, well, they're both Thunderbirds, why are they different prices? It's because this version of the Thunderbird, the reverse style, has a through neck construction. If you look here, you can see how there's like a strip going down the center of the body of wood. That's actually the same piece as the actual neck, all the way up. And so they need one long piece of wood to work with, and that's why that's more expensive. Whereas this is just a set neck that's just a separate body and a separate neck, and they glue them together at the heel. And that's why it's so much more expensive to do a through neck design than a set neck one. So yeah, these are nice. These are neat. I always like the non-reverse shape of the Thunderbirds and Firebirds more than the reverse shape that people seem to like. And I'm hoping with this Thunderbird non-reverse, they will get the brass balls to release a non-reverse Firebird as well in their standard line. That would be very nice. I like a non-reverse Firebird. I think they're quite good and cool. Do they not have the exclusive collection anymore? Oh, here they are. I don't know why it wasn't showing up on the drop-down menu. But this is another thing that I wanted to talk about. This is kind of old news at this point, but they've got this new exclusives category for guitars. What this is it's just new finishes for their typical standard models, your classics and your standards and all that jazz, with some new finishes, olive drab and ebony, and this new P90 335, which is not on the standard catalog anywhere. But it does look quite nice, doesn't it? And I see that they have fixed, yes, they fixed the picture that they were using for a while, for like the past few months. They were using the wrong picture for this, or I don't know when they stopped using the wrong picture, but the old one did not have the binding on the side of the neck and did not have the crown inlaid in the headstock. And so people were scared off from the extra price tag, or I guess it's the same price as like a standard 335, but they were scared off by the price tag for what appeared to be a lesser deal, because on the standard ones you get the binding, you get the crown. Why would you not get it on this cool exclusive one? And it turns out that they were using a photograph of some prototype, and they just didn't change it. Oopsies. Here's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is the satin one, and you can see it's got binding and a crown. That's how they're supposed to come. That's what they're supposed to look like. And what's next? What's next on the docket? I think I'm done with Gibson. Let's take a look at some new. Can I get there from here? No? Okay. Another Gibson brand. The new Kramer's. Kramer guitars. Just like Cosmo Kramer from Seinfeld. So these are the new Kramers. They are all $1,000, and I think they all look quite nice. I like this Guy Fieri one. I like this one too. I have a thing for backwards headstocks. These, all of these really, they just kind of scream Miami connection to me, and I like that. So I've never been someone who's interested in particularly shreddy instruments, but if I were ever in a grindcore band or something, I would play something akin to this. I like the Kramer Berettas. I think they're quite nice. Very nice looking instruments, very cool. And that's it for Kramer. That's all. That's all they ever made. They didn't make any more after that. Let's go to Epiphone. Epiphone is a new thing. The Slash collection. Happy birthday, Slash. If you're into Slash, congratulations. If you don't care much for Slash, then I'm sorry. They did it anyway. I'm sorry that they didn't consult you first, but this is the Slash collection. I'm not a big Slash fan. I don't like Guns N' Roses very much. But you got the J45s. They're expensive despite having worse pickups than the 59 standard Epiphone. They're like $100 more for what is essentially a worse product. So you have to be a pretty big Slash fan to get the whole collection, Get ready to shell out. 1, 2, 3, 4, count them with me, $5, $6, $7,000 in the name of Slash. Don't you love him? Don't you love his sweet face? He loves you. He told me that. I would never lie to you. Let's look at Gretsch. That's not, I don't know what that was. I don't know why there was old people. Get out of here. Look at these. Aren't these brilliant? Player's edition. I believe these are quite expensive. I seem to remember, yes. It's quite expensive. Scary. But I do like a walnut guitar. I'm a sucker for walnut hollow bodies and things of that nature. Price low to high. Let's see. How low do these get? $22.99.99. Pretty pricey, but it does look nice. Pretty pricey. We're gonna go to the amp block now, and we're gonna look at some new EVH amps. They got new amps from EVH from Eddie Van Halen. Get away from me. Got new guitars. Isn't that fun? They've got kill switches. That's what I want. The iconic series. So essentially, what I've been told is that these are kind of a melding of like the last two series of EVH 5150 amps and made more affordable. Yeah, $8.99 for the 80 watt head, and I think it's $7.99 for the combo, 40 watt combo. The 412 cab is what, $4.99? Yeah, $4.99. I don't mind an EVH amp. I think they sound pretty nice. Moving along in the amp block, this is again pretty old news, but the new Behringer HA series. I'm really just showing these off because they're not technically, you know, Namm show premieres or whatever, but I just like them. I have a soft spot for little solid state amps like this. My first amp was an amp very similar to this, and a similar price point, I would presume, when it first came out. Nowadays it would probably sell something like, I don't know, 15 bucks. It's from the 90s. But I think they're cool. I think that they would make neat amps for if you want to practice. Good practicing amps. I like these types of amps for practice. I think they'd be just fine for a specific type of, sound that you want to get in the recording studio. You know, I'm just saying. There's new amp from the lovablefender.com. The Tone Master Super Reverb, which I'm very excited about. I'm a big fan of a super reverb. And why? Well, it's very simple. It's because of the band Television. The band Television, they used to play old super reverbs like this, blackface super reverbs. And now they have the Tone Master super reverb. And I was kind of down on the Tone Master series when it first came out, cuz it's digital modeling amps, and the only real experience I've had with digital modeling amps is like Line 6 Spider and Fender Mustang amps. Those aren't very good. Neither of those are very good, in my opinion. At least, not the ones that I've played. But, it's like $1,000 for a digital modeling amp. Now, I just don't see the point. But they've grown on me. I like the idea of like having the vintage look with like a fraction of the cost and a fraction of the weight of the original amps, but you can get pretty much all of the same sounds and all of the you get all of the modern technology that you would expect. Well, maybe not expect. They don't have certain things. I don't think they have like I don't think they have like DI and shit. They have weird stuff. I don't know. Tone Master's weird, but you get new things. You get like, I don't think you even get a headphone jack with these. I'm not sure. You might. Let's check the back. No, I don't see a headphone jack. You do get output power scaling, which I do like. You can like bring it all the way down to half a watt, cranked out of a super reverb. That's a good practice amp for you right there. And what a beauty it is. And another thing that I really like about these is that on the used market, these things drop like a damn rock. Like the deluxe reverbs when they first came out were like 900 bucks, 899, something like that. And I've seen them on Reverb popping up for like 500, 600 bucks, which is I think perfectly reasonable. So I can't wait for the price to come down on these on the used market, and I can finally have my own little slice of heaven, a little super reverb. Okay, and the next bit that we're gonna do is a little rant. Plug your ears for this one, folks. So this is the new Kurt Cobain Jag Stang. This is the left-handed model. They also have a right-handed model. But no matter which model you pick, red or blue, left or right-handed, you're gonna be paying the same $1249.99 USD. That's a bit ridiculous for a Kurt Cobain signature. I feel that that's kind of against the point of the thing. You know, it's not in the spirit of the thing. I find it quite crass that they would charge that much for a signature model from the late Kurt Cobain. I'm not going to say anything high and mighty like, oh, Kurt would agree with me, but he would. He would. I'm right. And Fender is wrong. They should have made it a Squire, brought it down to like 450, like J Mascis did. Speaking of which, J Mascis also has a Fender signature now for a ridiculous amount of money. So I don't know if that was his doing, or maybe he just got tired of playing Squires. Who knows? Speaking of Squires, it's that time of night. The moment we've all been waiting for. That everybody wants to see. It's the time of night where we look at the lovely Squire series of guitars. I'm very excited because I'm a big fan of cheap gear. Why did that? The Fender website is so beautiful. Never change. Please, never change. I love the way it just completely negates every input that you've put over here whenever you change anything. That's brilliant. What a brilliant idea. So Squire has some new updates that I think are great. We've got the new Jaguar bass added to the line, which is great. I think the last time they had a Jaguar bass was in the Vintage Modified series, and those were very interesting. You had an option of a regular scale bass and a short scale bass. Both of them, I believe, had PJ pickup configuration. This, however, is different. It is only offered in maple neck short scale. Oh no, it does have a little option. Pardon me. I prefer the maple neck, whatever. That's only available in short scale, and only available with a big old mud humbucker right here. Big freaking junk bucker. It's got the same dimensions as those you know, what you call them, Music Man pickup. So you can put like a Music Man pickup in there if you wanted to, just to make your bass a little beefier, your Jaguar bass a little beefier. I love the Squire website. Did you see how I I had to input those again because I hit back and it reset everything. It's lovely. What a fantastic website. Fantastic functioning website. So there's some new updates to the Affinity line. Even as basic as the Stratocasters and Telecasters, we've got new colors such as Lake Placid Blue and Olympic White. Ooh. But, the big deal is we've got 2-point tremolo systems now. Interesting. Instead of the vintage style ones. These are far more stable, I hear. So, that should be a plus. They've got lacquer finishes on the front of the headstock and satin on the back of the neck. I'm sure those will be very nice. Can't wait to try some of those out. And look what happened again. It'll happen every time, and I'll get mad every single time and make a note of it. We've got HSS, we've got HHs for amounts of money, and the Telecaster got an upgrade. We've got new colors. The Butterscotch Blonde actually looks blonde this time instead of brown. Lake Placid Blue, we've got a Sunburst, a 3-color Sunburst with a black guard. Doesn't look half bad. Flip it over, and what's this? We've got a belly cut and a string through body. Whoa, those are brand new. We didn't have those before. That's crazy, folks. There's some crazy developments going on in the guitar world right now. I'm very excited, in case you couldn't tell from the tone of my voice. I'm quite excited about all of this. The new Telecaster Deluxe is great. Burgundy Mist. Who would say no, Yeah, classic. A classic. Also with the tummy cut. And the string through body. I'm sweating profusely. Something wrong with me. The Jazzmaster is new. Jazzmaster comes in burgundy mist with a white guard, white pickup covers, and white knobs, and white switch. Looks lovely. They did away with this whole mess up here with the rhythm circuit. Jazzmaster purists are going to be very upset about that. They're going to be upset about this. We get another 2-point tremolo instead of that beast of a tremolo that's usually at the back of a Jazzmaster. I can take it or leave it. I don't mind a Jazzmaster as a Jazzmaster. Why does a Jazzmaster have to be anything except a Jazzmaster? As I always say. But I think these new ones look very nice. They've moved the pickups closer together on the precision bass. Not really sure why they did that. New jazz basses look wonderful. And the new paranormal colors look great. Oh, this looks wonderful. I hadn't seen this one yet. I like that. I like that very much so. We got our Cyclone here. I love the Cyclone. I like that. I like that with the white and the tortoise guard. I think that's very nice. I'm not seeing anything here I don't like. Yo! The Supersonic comes in shell pink. Hell yes. That's a winner right there. That's a good one. Tornado. Ooh, that looks quite pretty. That's a pretty beast. We got our shell pink offset telly. Got it in white with the tortoise guard. And butterscotch with a black guard. I'm surprised we didn't see a return of the tortoise guard on the pink one either. But I guess the mint guard is kind of conveying that 60s vibe, I guess. I don't know. Baritone Cabronita. Apparently the baritones from Squire, whenever they sell out, they just shoot right up in price. They go through the roof, upwards of $1,000, $1,400 for these things that when they're brand new sell for $430. It's absolutely nuts. And I think this is the last one. I'm not a big fan of these new colors on the Cabronita. thin line, personally. They're fine. I've got nothing against them, but they're not to my taste. Wow, knocked it all out in just under 40 minutes. That's a new record almost. Not quite, but it could be. Be sure to tune in some other time when I stream a video game, perhaps. Wouldn't it be fun? But for now,